Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to Fear Street Part 3, 1666. Now, what happened last time on Fear Street? Last time was the all about the Camp Nightwing massacre. Worst camp of all time. We learned a little bit more about Sarah Fear and how we need to reconnect her hand to her body, which is what happened at the end of the film. But the whole main film was about Ziggy Stardust, C. Berman, played by Gillian Jacobs in the future, but in the past played by Sadie Sink. And it was all about her just trying to survive this freaking camp. And it was brutal. Lots of people died. Her sister's boyfriend became the axe murderer from the first one, and I guess the second one too, because he was still an axe murderer. But, you know, overall, I enjoyed part 2 more than part 1, and I really enjoyed part 1. So hopefully part 3 can hold up. You know, this time, how the last thing that happened was Dina like reconnected the hand with the body, right? And then did she bleed on it as well? I think she did. But she like kind of almost like her consciousness got like transported back in time, and like she became Sarah Fear and Sarah Fear became her, or something like that. But the trailer for this one showed that like a lot of the characters that we've seen so far are going to be playing people in the past, which is really exciting. I think that's a cool way to keep a lot of the characters that we've gotten to know, keep them around and have them be an integral part of the story. I really like that. It's kind of like it's similar to like American Horror Story or the Haunting of series, but in this case, it's like it's part of the same cohesive story. So they're not necessarily anthologies of like these are different people. It's like it's kind of connected more in a sense. But I'm pumped to get into this. Before we do, please consider leaving a like on the video and please consider subscribing. That means a ton to me, especially if you want to see more reactions from me. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, I will be posting the full uncut reaction in watch-along format on my Patreon. You just sync up your own copy of the movie and you can watch along with me. There, you can become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos, like this guy right here. But other than that, let's jump into it. Sarah! It's your brother, Joshua.
Not to lose her. We're going to lose Paul.
No, we aren't.
Got accents.
Don't go wobbly on me now, Henry. On 3. All right? 1.
She's kind of fading in and out of that accent. Okay. Ease up with that super relieved blood spatter.
First his child, then his wife. He needs someone to take care of him. Someone strong and capable.
I'm not marrying Solomon bloody good, if that's what you're driving at.
Why not? Is that why? What's up, Kate?
A good night to enjoy the fruits of the land.
You gonna get drunk?
Oh, but I see you. I've got eyes in the back of my head.
Do you though?
Don't be a brat, Constance. Don't be a shrew, Abigail.
I like that they're sisters in this one too.
Fine, then I'm telling Mother. You tell Mother and I'll cut your braids right off your head.
Interesting accents. Wouldn't mind if they didn't have accents.
Holy Hannah Miller, don't tell me you're going.
Oh, I'm going.
Hannah Miller.
Aren't you even a little curious? I'll only go if you go. Please.
She wants to kiss her so bad right there. She's into her even back then. Hey, Tommy.
Secret about you, girl.
I can see everything.
Can
I
you?
see all the dark secrets in you.
You must be busy.
I see the darkness in you, girl.
Sit still, Thomas.
Maybe that's why she makes him a killer in the future, because his ancestry is a butthole.
Solomon.
Rough stuff.
Shadows fall on us all.
Now and then.
He plays the cop in the future.
Come on.
These lands are fertile. I know it. We'll have a healthy crop yet. The sun will shine on us.
You want to rest some.
The sun will shine us again, brother.
So you're going.
Going where?
To the Rager. Pilgrim's throwing a kegger at night.
The wit is 1,000 years old. She drinks the blood of virgins to keep her youth.
Well, you're
Sick.
safe then.
Ha. Got her.
Her husband to become the devil.
Oi! Come out with your hands up. We got you surrounded.
Would a merit?
She says a gun. Oh, it's a chest. With a witchcraft book. Don't read that. You're gonna die. Never read the witchcraft book. You bury it. Deep down. Don't do that. Abaddon's Gate. That's one of the things in the Expanse. Satan.
Don't.
Is that Britta? No. Ayo, who you is?
Sarah?
Get out.
Get out! They're all just having a big orgy in the woods.
To the fruits of the land.
To the fruits of the land. As we all just trip balls in the woods. Summon some demons. And then they're gonna get caught, and that guy's gonna be upset.
Get off of me. Stop.
Caleb, stop.
Don't tease me, girl.
Caleb! He's up there, buddy.
And if you're still so eager, I'm sure there's a mule tied up who will overlook your flaws in the dark.
Ho ho ho. Savage. Okay, so they're gonna go eat each other out, and then he is gonna catch them and claim witchcraft. Calling it right now. That's how it goes when a woman denies your advances in the 1600s. You just burn her. It's horrible. But it's how it probably went in a lot of cases. What a surprise.
I feel wrong.
I mean, in the 1600s, it's super wrong. Like where they kill you. Not just regular styles where like some old lady just stares at you disapprovingly. Like they'll murder you. And then the mean boy is gonna come in and he's gonna accuse them of witchcraft. Oh, that's the rock. The evil rock where she cuts off her hand. That's the devil's rock.
I was not alive before now anyway.
That's romantic, but you're still gonna die. Oh, Thomas. That's why he becomes a killer. Because Sarah Fear hates his bloodline. Because he is gonna be a part of it. Okay, I'm pretty sure touching yourself like that was illegal in 1666 as well. So you're gonna need to chill. Also, how do you have your own room in 1666? What is this? Shouldn't your entire family be sleeping in one room?
Mary boy, time to eat.
Your dog's dead. Someone killed your dog.
There's something wrong with my father. What does he say? I don't know.
He's been possessed by the devil. It's because you guys kissed in the woods. That's how it works. Kiss a girl in the woods, your dad turns into the devil. Oh, man.
Not to see. Did we cause it?
No. I mean, maybe within the context of this story, I don't know. But probably not. Oi.
You don't stop until you completely ruined your life, will you? Mother! You shut your mouth! Thomas saw you last night. In town. He's telling everyone.
Ooh, Akko Taco.
Knows what you are, girl. You'd better pray for mercy on your damn soul.
That sucks. So she's the only one that's gonna hang. Something tells me both girls are gonna be like up for hanging, and one of them is going to repent or whatever. Father.
There has always been a strangeness in you, Sarah. A strange.
Just because she likes girls, that ain't no thing. All their food is spoiled. What's going on? Ew. Don't eat that. So some evil infected some of these men, at least. And it is... she's gonna tap into that shiz to get her revenge on everyone else. Yo, she ate them?
She ate them.
What the F?
She ate them all.
Bruh.
Bring me the axe.
That's messed up. Okay, that was not a big enough swing to cut the head off that thing. Okay, so some evil has infected this town, and they are gonna blame it on her. Someone's head in a bucket. Oh, her dog.
Who among you has welcomed the devil to union?
She did, technically.
Sin. The devil has come and cast his darkness over us. And his darkness grows within each of us, like a rat.
So far, he's the most convincing in terms of, like, playing a character from this time period. His accent seems to be the strongest.
And that's when I saw something in the trees.
It was him in the trees.
Who was it?
I was never normal. My own father said so.
No.
Maybe I was.
I think it was him.
Wicked.
I bet it was him. He seems
Maybe it was the devil.
too calm. / like...
Maybe the devil is in me.
too knowing that her story is stupid.
Thomas is right.
Thomas.
Because it was not just a dalliance.
She thinks because she's one of the gays that the devil has come to burn this town down. Seem like within theology, it would work the opposite, right? Like the devil wants sinful things to be more prevalent, right? So like presumably he would be like, hey, rewards. Everyone do this.
Or not.
I think it would be God would be the one that's smiting this town.
The devil by chance. Even the weakest heart, the most corruptible soul, they must make the choice. They must extend their hand, which you did not do.
He seems to know a lot. I think he did it. He cursed this town. Union.
Always come to me, Sarah.
He.
The door is always open to
What?
you.
He did something. Okay, my guess right now. So he broke away from this town to be a farmer, right? And he couldn't get good land. So he made a pact with the devil to get good land and cursed this town. And this is the part of the town that becomes Shadyside. And he becomes part of Sunnyvale. And that's why everything's Gucci on his end. I don't think you're gonna break through that. What is Cyrus? Oh, maybe they did. What's Cyrus doing? Did he kill these kids? What is that? Those are eyeballs? You rip out your own eyes?
I can see now. I can see everything.
Kind of fitting how they were talking about how his eyes went splat. Then he killed them all. He cut out all these kids' eyes too? God dang. Killed all the kids by carving their eyes out of their heads. Poor Sadie Sink. I loved your character last time. Josh, no! My favorite characters! Oh. Okay, so they're super gonna blame this on her, right? I think the farmer man, Mr. Good, had something to do with this.
Look upon your children, for they will bear the devil's mark. Witchcraft!
What is the devil's mark?
Yes.
Witchcraft.
Okay, yo, she's a straight hoe though, according to her friends, so.
Heroically expelled the
Okay, put a lamb's blood on your door, that's biblical.
I ask, do you have proof? No, or you? Or any of you? I have proof.
Oh, you did not see them kissing in the woods.
full moon.
Hannah Miller and Sarah Fear.
Of course he blames them.
I saw Hannah Miller. I saw Hannah Miller.
Of course they all.
I saw Sarah Fear. I saw Sarah Fear. I saw Sarah Fear.
Okay, so Hannah Miller is super gonna turn on Sarah. Hang him, burn him, rid this town of witchcraft. Let's do it, boys. America. Obviously joking. They're nice people, don't kill them.
Help me, God. We will be cleansed of these anathemas.
Yeah, good thing that man lives out in the woods. How about the cool people get some calm heads here, not become murderers? Simon and Kate, you guys can just like chill. Cindy, you can chill, you know, not kill people. You guys are fine, presumably. Is she trying to get to her friend? Dude, just leave. You're not Ellie from The Last of Us. They will see you in the grass. Maybe you are Ellie from The Last of Us, chucking rocks, stabbing people with a knife. This is a scene directly from The Last of Us 2.
I am dying on the road. And if you don't flee, you will too.
Yeah, use your head, Sarah Fear.
You need to run.
Get out of here. The book is gone. Sucks to suck. Blood there, though. Oh my god. It's gonna be a dead body. It is a dead body. Hey, who did this to you? You live in the woods. The other dude lives in the woods. He killed you. That's my number one suspect right now.
We're innocent.
No.
Solomon. We didn't.
His food isn't messed up.
It doesn't matter. Listen to me.
It was him.
Come back to the woods.
I think someone struck a deal with the devil.
It was him.
Offering our tongue.
Or tongue.
Yes, in exchange. Perhaps for power.
For fertility of land?
It wasn't me.
I'm a genius. I'm so freaking smart. God. Called it. Called this for movie 1. Oh, what was that in the back? It's a pig? Sacrificed a pig? That's why the demon pig ate her pigs? All his stuff seems to be pretty nice. Yep. Devil worship. It was him. There's a goat head right there. That's blood. Don't touch that. That's like black goo. Boom! Just kidding. Poor Solomon Good. Who was he? He did this to commune with his dead loved ones, to bring fertility to his land.
Cyrus Miller. Just one.
Master Miller.
One person every few years seems a small price to pay.
One.
Yeah, but one person didn't die.
Master slew 12 children.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people.
Innocents.
Innocent. Who's innocent?
I'm so smart. I called this.
You're like me.
I don't know if she is. She's got a knife and she's gonna cut you. Sucks to suck, dude. Run into his weird tunnels. So is his ancestors or something the ones that are still praying, or is he immortal somehow? I don't know. Because there was someone that was still praying at this circle in 1994, right? Who is it? Is it him? Maybe he cuts off her hand. She didn't cut it off herself. And then he just makes up this story about her after he gives her up. Or maybe not. She only made it like 3 feet off the ground. How do you suck at climbing that bad? Oh, he's gonna cut her hand off. Oh. 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 That's brutal. Oh. Oh, no. God. That was gross. Oh. Yo. Stumpy McGee is gonna curse your lineage, bruh. Okay, so she's hella innocent, though. She didn't do nothing wrong. Hashtag Sarah Fear did nothing wrong. Maybe they hang them both. So she doesn't get betrayed by a lover. She gets betrayed by the ancestor of Sheriff Good.
I bewitched the good pastor. And I bewitched Hannah Miller.
Okay, so her lover doesn't betray her. She sacrifices herself for her lover. Interesting twist.
It's only me.
Kill Hannah anyway, just to make sure.
The truth shall be your curse.
Yeah, but he's gonna live forever.
For eternity. I will shadow you forever. I will never let you go.
Okay, so he twists these words to have the modern curse of Sarah Fear be a thing. Oh, all her friends are sad. All the characters people liked are the ones that are like, no. Except for Josh. Josh died.
The truth will come out. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But it will.
They didn't bury her very deep.
I will shadow you for eternity.
Turns out she's a good guy. But who's the person in the future practicing witchcraft? Is he still... Like, there's no way it's him, right? Like, are his ancestors continually sacrificing people?
Serve God.
1994 Part 2? Dang, he just whips out his gun. He's ready to go. So was he a bad dude at camp then too? Like, what is going on? So maybe he didn't want to be like that when he was a kid, but now he has to. Yeah, I knew someone was sacrificing people to keep one town good and one town sucky.
Nick Good's pilgrim ancestor, he made a deal with the devil and then framed Sarah to cover his own Puritan acts.
Why would she stop for the red light?
Good gives a name to the devil.
Brian Torres.
Makes sense.
The devil takes over that person. That person kills and murders.
And the other town is prosperous. I'm so freaking smart.
All of Sunnyvale gets better and better.
Jeez, that doesn't.
Man, I liked Nick.
What is it?
Poor Ziggy, your boyfriend. Oh no. Your childhood boyfriend sacrificed your sister. But he liked you.
What if that's not who I want to be?
You believe me, right?
the curse.
Of course.
I know I've let a lot of people die tonight.
This isn't your fault.
Not you.
Oh, it is his fault. Maybe that's how she lived.
We can't kill the devil.
After being stabbed 40 times.
Mind my business.
Hey,
Oh, that's the dude that gave him his card.
yeah. Want to help us kill Sheriff Good?
Like, no. If someone came up to me and was like, hey, you want to help us kill the sheriff? I'd be like, no. I don't.
Welcome to the clink, motherfucker.
The killers will be locked up, then it's just us versus Good.
Yeah, can't they like turn into goo and just go through those bars though? They come from goo, go back to goo.
Looks like blood. Carrie, cool.
We'll carry him.
Oh, dump blood on him. Fill these squirt guns with her blood. How is she gonna live?
Okay. Cool. This happens. This tight white girl.
All right, I need you to stay calm, all right? I promise we got this all under
History
control.
is not kind to this type of situation for their people, so he's probably debating whether or not he wants to be a part of this. White girl dies in 1994. Who do you think they're blaming?
Try not to die.
With the squirt gun. Love it. Let's go, Josh. Gang, gang. Josh and Ziggy, only ones that deserve to live.
I'll tell you again. Somebody planted that.
Yeah, he literally said, these are my cans.
Up. Down.
Left, right, A, B, B, A, start. Konami code, baby.
This is the Konami code.
Come on.
It's what you need.
Good luck.
I have no idea.
It's the ultimate secret code. Super Contra, Castlevania, Teenage Mutant.
Ninja Turtles. Unlocks all the cheats.
When things get bad at school or whatever, it's what I think about. And it helps me. I don't know. To survive.
Yo, Josh, you're the best. I freaking love Josh. Yeah, and it's incredible.
Smell like an androgynous baby.
Everyone says
What?
Shady Side sucks because it's full of shitty people.
It's not.
That bad.
We're gonna kill this motherfucker.
He just walks in with guns and caps them all.
For Sarah. For Kate and Simon. For Cindy.
For Narnia! And for us!
For all of us. For Shady Side.
For Frodo.
No, let's do this.
It's gonna be a lot of blood. You're gonna have to fill that bucket with your blood. You're gonna pass out. You're gonna pass out from blood loss. You're trying to fill this entire bucket? You for real? Or are you just mixing it? Okay, never mind. I was like, there's no way you're filling this entire bucket. But smart, just mix it with other liquids already. I love how this random custodian who just got kind of screwed over by the sheriff is like, hell yeah, let's murder him. I mean, he did get shown a demon, but you know, he's still like fully on board. Neon has been a theme of these movies.
Listen to me, you don't have any idea what's going on.
We cool. No, we cool.
The black dude is like, we cool, we good. Of course, the sassy white girl is like, you don't have any idea what's going on. He's like, dude, chill.
We got the 5150.
Murder. Hako Taco, why you only got 6 shots in your gun, man? Killing them mall cops like it ain't nothing. There was a frick ton of names on that rock, so just casually knifes him in the face as he's walking by. Just keeps walking. One of these doesn't shut properly, right? I thought one of these didn't shut right. It's gonna stop partway through. Called it. Jump. Jump, Ziggy. Don't you gotta tie that thing off, though?
Ziggy.
Time for a bucket of blood. He's just gotta die. Right? As soon as he dies, it's all Gucci. Is this the same guy that stabbed her like 30 times when she was 12? Alternatively, why don't you take that knife and go stab him? Seems a lot smarter to go kill him than sit there and cut your own hand. Oh yeah, spray each other, then they'll kill each other. But they can't die anyway, so it'll just be like a... That guy's giant. They can't die though, so it's just gonna be like an endless cycle. Oh, the kid with the bat. The rest of them are here. That kid, the cutaway to that kid when he's like smashing some person on a bed is so funny. Alright, Josh. I will follow you into the gates of hell. But you better live, buddy. Yo, Miss Thickums, what'd it do? Left, right, be a start. Oh no, Josh, no! No! You better stop. No way the power of love brings her back. No! God damn, Ziggy.
That's one.
You should have gotten that gun in the first place to kill Nick. You teenagers and your plans suck butt. Bruh, shoot them when they get close, Ziggy. Come on. Why do you only have 3 bullets? Ooh. He sees everything. All the murder.
I will follow you forever. I will never let you go.
Knife to the face. Top quality.
She did it.
So what's gonna happen to that big black pulsing goo heart thing? That thing die as well, or what's going down there? Yeah, answer my questions.
She fucking did it.
Hey, language, Josh, come on. You're a child. Kills her. Still a demon!
Are you?
She got stabbed. Was she wearing a bulletproof vest? Just books. R.L. Stine books. Smart. Alright, now burn this mall to the ground. I wonder if all the good things that happened to Sunnyville or whatever, if they instantly revert and go back to, like, even worse things. A fire tornado instantly just works its way through their town. Followed by a flood. Yo, you know someone's gonna find this place eventually, right? You gonna leave that book there? Someone's gonna find that. It's Solomon, the good family tree. Just... That dude. Oh, yeah, bad things instantly gonna happen to this town. Those look gross. The frick is that?
Thank you.
Mark. This thing is bigger than my Discman.
Yeah, you know, but look, it fits all your jams, and it's portable.
So it's a radio.
No, it's not.
It is a radio. He's just giving people car radios.
I'm telling you, man, it's still too big.
You need an SSD. Solid state drive.
Yo, who are you?
Flash compression?
Suh, girl?
With your science problems. Find me online if you want to chat.
Oh, she's the one he's already been chatting with. Queen of Darkness. Yo, what's up, girl? You trying to make out?
Saved your ass. What?
It's true, technically. You were a zombie. Okay, where's the stinger that tells me not everything is all good? A hand coming up from the earth. Something. There's something going down. Something. There's always something that tells you that not everything is great. He just left the book there. Someone's gonna find that book. It's an evil demon book. Told you. Who took that book? Those look like girls' hands. Okay. Overall, one thing that you can take away is that I'm a genius. I don't know how much, 80% of this movie that I was just like, from the first minute of the first movie, I was just like, this is what's gonna happen. You know, I didn't get everything completely right, but I should have written these books. What the heck, man? No, overall, it was a solid finale to the Fear Street Trilogy. I think I still, as a singular movie, I liked the second one the most, but as a end to a trilogy, this one was very satisfying. I liked this one better than the first one. So, yeah, so we start off early days, 1666, baby! I was right about Sarah Fear being gay and, you know, having some stuff go down. So she's in love with Hannah Miller or whatever, the preacher's daughter. They all go hang out in the woods, get drunk, they make out, do a little, you know, or they're gonna, but then they get caught. And then, you know, as soon as that dude was like, yo, my town sucks. Like, or he was like, my house sucks. Can't, like, one of these days we'll get a crop. I was like, oh, yo, that's bad news bears. Because then the other town, like, because in the first movie, I was like, something is, like, there had to be something that separated these two towns and made one good and one bad. And he was like, yo, my town straight blows. But he was like the ancestor of someone who was on the good town, right? So then as soon as the main town started going to poop, I was like, okay, that dude, he's a murderer. It's him. And she went to Solomon and it was like, you know, I brought this upon us. I brought the devil in. And he was just super calm and was like, no, you didn't. You have to invite him. Like, he knew things. He knew the specifics of how you go about inviting the devil in. And, you know, that was obvious that meant it was him. But yeah, this freaking town, like, probably so similar, or not similar, but like so accurate to how a town like this probably would have acted. Like, if you guys are aware of like the Salem witch trials, it was just pretty much like any time a woman was, I mean, maybe some of them were actually trying to practice witchcraft, but I guarantee you, like, most of them were just small inconveniences. Either they did what Sarah and Hannah did, where they just denied the advances of a man, or, you know, they weren't like all about Jesus or God, you know. They would get blamed for witchcraft for whatever reason, and they'd get hung or burned or all this stuff. But yeah, this town is going to crap, and it's just like bringing everyone into a frenzy. The pastor kills all these kids. Like, he cut all their eyes out, like, and his own. He was the first shady side killer. And I think I called that too, in the first one, where he was like the first dude. It wasn't, you know, I didn't have it quite right, because he was under the influence of this thing. He wasn't like a bona fide regular style killer on his own. But yeah, essentially Solomon Good, he left this main town to go with his like wife and his kid and be farmers. But then, due to their like lack of resources and lack of medicine, probably, his wife and his kid died, probably starvation or some reason. Like, his land sucked, and out of grief or something, he made a deal with the devil. He knew that witch lady had a demon book, and he was like, I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna take your book, and I'm gonna make a deal with the devil. And, you know, he had to sacrifice someone for prosperity, and he sacrificed his brother. Or was that his brother? I don't know. He sacrificed the pastor, because he doesn't like him, I guess. Just picked him at random. And then, yeah, when Sarah goes to his house and like all the fruit and stuff on his table is fine, like in his pantry downstairs, everything's Gucci, and you start seeing the stone masonry. You know, I didn't recognize that the house that he lived in was the house from the camp. You know, I didn't recognize that was the same place. You know, maybe there was adjustments from 1666 to 1978. But yeah, as soon as you start seeing the masonry that she's like crawling by, you're like, oh, he did it. He's the bad guy. And you see the demon, the hell spawn pit or whatever, and it's like, yep, makes sense. And I guess he loved her, but, you know, that wasn't really like believable necessarily. I mean, I don't know. The only thing that kind of bums me out, I liked Nick from the last movie, like as a kid, and I guess there were hints thrown in of like he's part of a legacy and he doesn't necessarily want to be like that, but he ends up being part of that. I thought at the time that it was just the legacy of being a cop and being a Sunnyside or whatever, like, but I guess it's this deeper legacy. And I almost, you know, I don't know if I'm like pleased that there was the twist where like the villain is actually the good guy and the one of the good guys is the villain. I don't know if I'm pleased with that or a little bummed out, because it kind of, you know, when you defeat a villain, it's typically a villain you want to have been with and seen them be villainy for a while. Like in the movie Black Widow, like the villain gets introduced really kind of like way towards the end of the movie, so it's not as satisfying when they die. This is kind of similar. Like the plague, I guess, like the monsters in the plague have been around since the beginning, but like they've blamed it on Sarah the whole time. So finding out at the end that it's not her is simultaneously like a satisfying twist. Like it's fun and different, and I like that they went that way, but it's also like unfortunately leads to a slight pitfall of like not making it as satisfying when you kill Sheriff Good, because like the villainy of that family was only introduced really like halfway through this movie. It's like if you're watching Lord of the Rings and then halfway through the Return of the King you find out Saruman's not the bad guy, and it's really Gandalf that's the bad guy. You're like, what? No. Like it's not as satisfying, but it was still satisfying as a twist. Like those two opinions in my brain are clashing, and I think I'm landing on it's satisfying side. Like I think I enjoy the twist more than I dislike the fact that the villain was introduced late. But yeah, so Dina learns all this stuff. She gets all the info about how Sarah Fear died, and she learns it's him, and you know, the whole town's coming after them. They got to get Ziggy, go to the mall. You know, they devise this plan to trap all the monsters, even though, you know, it doesn't necessarily make a ton of sense, because even though they've only encountered like 4 of the monsters, that's just like the 4 most recent ones probably. There was like hundreds of names on those rocks, so presumably like this Sheriff Good and the devil could bring up like 200 different killers to come kill them if they wanted. You know, like, you know, their plan isn't perfect by any means. But, you know, they trap them all, and then they're going to carry him, cover him in blood, and have the monsters kill him. And it's almost going to work until Josh is almost going to die. And instead of Dina just running up and stabbing Nick in the face, she stands there and cuts her own blood, her own hand, and gets all the monsters to come after him. He escapes. It's like, dude, I mean, I guess. Another thing, when the cops are there, like, being like, hey, and then one of them dies, I would have just grabbed one of their guns. Like, they both died. Grab the gun that can shoot. Grab both guns while you're at it. And then at that point, when you have a gun, why go through with the carry plan? Why don't you just shoot the sheriff in the face? Like, circumvent plan A, go to plan whatever letter is before A. Like plan B can be a better plan. Like, it doesn't have to be a worse plan. Just grab the gun. Plan B is now the new option. Shoot him in the face. But instead, Ziggy grabs the gun and uses that to defend them against the monsters. And she only has 3 bullets somehow in a gun that has like at least 12, probably. But no, yeah, it was a bummer that Ziggy had to like look at him and with their history and be like, yo, you're the reason my sister died. And like the dialogue choices that from the second movie where he's like, I let a lot of people die here, it's like, turns out he actually did. Like, it's all his fault. He picked Tommy or whatever he picked Tommy to be the killer, and he's the reason that her sister died, and maybe he's the reason she lived because he brought her back. you know, maybe his because his desires were ones that were being elevated because of all these killings. So maybe like he wanted to bring her back, and that's why she lived in the second one after she was stabbed 8,000 times. And you know, Dina's going to fight the cop downstairs and almost gets attacked by Sam, but like brings her back with the power of love, which, you know, up to this point hasn't worked. But you know, I guess they got to strengthen that connection between them. You know, that's another thing about these movies. They definitely tried to put a big emphasis on Dina and Sam's relationship, and it wasn't as believable as it should have been. But you know, I had a deeper connection to the other characters like Ziggy and Josh. But you know, they live, and she stabs Sheriff in the face, and they all disappear, and bad things immediately start happening in Sunnyvale. And it's just like, bruh. Like, bruh. Like, I kind of called that too. I was like, okay, so bad things are going to happen in this town. You know, I kind of hoped it would be like a rubber band where like good things have been pulled so far in this direction. When it snaps back, it's going to be hell. And fire tornadoes and sharks flying through the air. Like, Sharknado comes to this town. No, some rich guy just gets hit by a garbage truck, and that's fine. And then, yeah, ends on a nice moment of Sam and Dina kissing at the end. But I called it at the end, like, again, a trope of these type of horror movies is like the situation is resolved and then something happens at the last little bit before the credits to show you that it's not done. And that's what happens. Someone takes that book. I noticed, I was like, I called that too when they left the book there. I was like, someone's going to take that book. Like, someone's going to find it. You know, the ancestor of whatever witch lady is going to find that book, and she's going to do stuff with it. Like, and it was a girl's hand, so a girl finds that book. Maybe it's Sam. Sam found that book, and she, you know, maybe while she was a demon, she had some communion with the devil, and she learned some things or did some stuff, and she's going to talk to the devil again. I don't know, but a girl definitely took that book, and so everything's not all good. But yeah, overall, very, very entertaining trilogy as a whole, and very entertaining finale to this trilogy. I liked it a lot. I liked all three movies. I think as individual movies, episode 2 is my favorite one, and then episode 3, and then episode 1. You know, I like that they played off different tropes of classic slasher flicks, but didn't like fall into the negative ones, I think. You know, they kind of paid homage to some things. I think for the most part, all of the performances were great. Some of the accents in the 1666 portion weren't fantastic. I think it would have worked better if they just didn't give those people accents, because if you're already playing with the trope of, you know, these modern day people are in the past people's bodies, do you need to go with the accents? I don't know, because definitely some of the actors could not hold that accent. The actress who plays Dina, good actress, she could not keep that accent going. She was very inconsistent with it. You know, I think the only one that really like killed it was the guy who plays Tommy. He leaned into that role, and he was the most believable one in 1666. So that's probably one of my only gripes of this particular film is, you know, I don't think they needed to go with the accents, but it was still fun. I really liked the trilogy as a whole. Brought a decent amount of views to the channel, and you guys seem to like it. So I have another movie that I don't know if I'm going to post this reaction or the one to Gunpowder Milkshake first. I think I'll do Gunpowder Milkshake first. But yeah, hopefully you guys stick around to watch other things that I'm watching on the channel. I took a little bit of a break for some shows to kind of bang out these movie reactions, but now that these are done, I'll be jumping back into the last half of the season of Lucifer, some Star Wars The Bad Batch, Superman and Lois. Outer Banks Season 2 comes back in like 10 days, so that'll be big on the channel, hopefully. But yeah, hope to see you there. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this movie in particular, of the trilogy as a whole. Did you realize some of the stuff early on? Did you call stuff earlier than I did? I mean, it wasn't like a predictable movie. It's just I've seen so many movies at this point that when things happen, you're like, okay, that's what that means. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought. Really interested to see what you say. And now I don't have to be cautious about reading certain comments. Some of the comments I would only read a little bit of it, and if it looked like it was going to be a long paragraph, I would kind of stop reading because I didn't want to get spoiled for things. Because that happened a few times where I think Alice dying last time was technically spoiled for me a little bit because someone was like, oh, it's a bummer what happened to Alice, and I was like, frick, like, but then I forgot about it by the time I watched the movie, so it was fine. But luckily I didn't have anything in this one spoiled for me, which is good. But yeah, now I can read your comments without fear, which is really nice. But yeah, again, thank you for watching. You guys have shown a lot of love for these 3 movies, and I hope you stick around for more stuff that I watch. If you did like what you saw in terms of either the movie or my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me and helps my channel out a lot. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to any of the shows I mentioned before, any other movies that maybe come out on Netflix or Amazon or Disney Plus or whatever. You know, let me know if you're interested in them and I'll check them out. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if the full-length reaction to this movie is something that interests you, I'm going to be posting the whole thing full-length in watch-along format on my Patreon. You just sync up your own copy and watch along with me. There you can also become a super supporter and get featured in all of my videos, like this guy right here. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.